In a 2001 article by the Academy of Management Journal, practitioners reported that 39% of practice time involves work with teams or groups, and almost half of them report that the demand for interventions and improvements to team processes has increased over the past 3 years. Hello and welcome. My name is Samuel Phillips, and today my group and I will be discussing the phases of group development. Group development is the formation of association between people in order for them to work as a group and direct their actions towards the completion of a common goal. The jobs of each group member are interdependent, meaning that the performance of one member will affect the performance of the overall group. Bruce Tuckman proposed the first 4 stages or phases of group development: forming, storming, norming, and performing. Later, the 5th phase, adjourning, was added to the model. The first stage, forming, is also known as the polite stage. This is where there's low conflict among group members, as individuals are typically have a desire for acceptance in the group. Members are guarded during this phase and tend to keep their feelings hidden in order to avoid creating any problems within the group. Discussion among group members during the forming stage will primarily focus on identifying and defining the task that needs to be completed, how to approach said task, and also addressing any concerns members may have regarding the task or how to reach their overall goal. To move on to the next phase, storming, members must risk the possibility of conflict by abandoning the comfort of non-threatening topics.
Storming is the second stage of team development, where members tend to get into competitiveness, defensiveness, jealousy, and conflict over roles and personalities. Members may become critical of the leader and of each other. According to my research, I think the storming stage is the difficult time in which each person finds a position in the group and tries to decide whether to remain in this group. And the atmosphere of the group is full of conflict and competition. Everyone in the group has their own role and different tasks. For individuals, their task is to find a position in this group and consider what his or her contributions could be. For the leaders, his task is to focus on setting up activities and resolving conflicts and contradictions within the group. What about the group? The group's task is to resolve conflicts and organize itself into roles to complete goals.
I'm Trace Thompson, and I will be talking about the norming stage group. The norming stage group is a great stage for the group to start bonding. This stage usually starts after the group members work out their common differences and their common conflicts throughout the group. Once this has all happened, the group can start finally getting ready for their common goal and start working towards achieving it. One thing that happens through this is cohesiveness. Cohesiveness is when all the group members are happy to be a part of the group and they're happy with their membership in the group. And the thing about this bonding stage and cohesiveness is it brings the group together as one almost and makes it a lot easier for the group to finally finish the project, and it helps them work together throughout the whole process. If it wasn't for the norming group stage, then it would be hard for a group to come together, like I said, and to finally finish their project and to achieve their final goal.
Performing is the peak stage of the group's development. During this phase, there's high productivity in regards to completing the task, as members of the group are confident enough to work on completing the task without supervision. This phase comes with potential obstacles the group may face, including informative problems, analytical problems such as lack of reasoning, procedural problems such as not following the agenda, and personal differences in values, attitudes, and goals. Once everyone is on the same page, the group can focus on successfully completing the task at hand during this phase. If they fail to overcome the conflicts they are faced with, they will be unsuccessful in reaching their goal.
Once your group has reached the adjourning stage, this is also known as the mourning or completion stage. So this will overall determine if your group has successfully or unsuccessfully accomplished the task at hand. The group will then dissolve or disband, and members may individually be assigned to other groups, and they will take the knowledge that they've gained from this group and contribute it to the groups that they will now be members of. Members of the original group may be replaced, and then at this point, this group can return to forming or storming stage and then repeat the developmental process over to hopefully have a different outcome, hopefully a better one. So in conclusion, group development was overall advanced by Bruce Tuckman in 1965, and this includes 5 stages. This process includes the forming stage, which develops the group getting started and coming together to form acceptance and approach the task at hand with comfort. So you want to answer questions, you want to let people know that they can contribute their ideas, and then next will come the storming stage. This is commonly the most difficult stage because conflict and competition starts to arise between group members, and things can get a little, rough there. Next is the norming stage, where the group overcomes the conflict and becomes a cohesive unit. The performing stage is when the members become committed to the team's mission and they reach a high productivity level in hopes to achieve the main goal that they were focusing on from the beginning. And then lastly is the adjourning stage, where the group wraps up the activities, reviews what's been learned, and then they will disband. So the group will overall diminish due to either finishing the task, running out of time, failing the task, or just due to the inability to function together or condition in the right manner. So this 5-stage process is universally helpful to group members in order to work together and learn effective and efficiently.